So Conestoga College is a fantastic place to be. We're a leader in polytechnic education and one of Ontario's fastest growing colleges. We have programs ranging from culinary to health, so we truly have an option for everyone. We're also a leader in applied research, and we're ranked among Canada's top 20 colleges in research. So we have many schools in Conestoga College, but specifically today, I'm going to speak about the School of Health and Life Sciences. Here, we offer a range of credentials to assist learners in their goals of becoming a healthcare professional. So we have stuff from pre-health to certificates to diploma to graduate certificates and degrees, with training provided by expert faculty and staff in state-of-the-art facilities. So some of our example programs include nursing, paramedic, respiratory therapy, and Bachelor of Applied Environmental Public Health. As you may or may not know, there's been a long-standing Canadian health human resource crisis that's really been greatly exacerbated by COVID-19. So simply put, we don't have enough nurses here in Canada. In Canada, there are an average of 814 RNs or registered nurses for every 100,000 individuals. But here in Ontario alone, where Conestoga College is located, we actually only have 665 nurses for those 100,000 individuals. That's the lowest nurse per capita ratio. In Ontario alone, we know to date, we are over 22,000 nurses short just to get to the bare minimum where we need to be. And these numbers are increasing due to high volume of nurses leaving the workforce. We have a lot of retirements coming up. People are pursuing other careers. And there's up to 40% of nurses are expected to leave in the next decade. We know that since 2012, there's over 25,000 nurses that have immigrated to Canada, and almost 10% of our current nursing workforce are internationally educated. On the next slide, you'll see that we have over 20,000 internationally educated nurses currently pursuing licensure in Ontario. In June 2022, we had almost 4,000 IENs register for nursing programs with the College of Nurses of Ontario. So we've seen a huge increase in nurses wanting to become registered here in Canada. But there's a lot of contributing factors to why it's not so easy. There's not always, educational opportunities, tailored programs for internationally educated nurses to take to be able to become registered in Canada and take their NCLEX exam. There's amazing job prospects. There's jobs everywhere. We have a lot of openings for nurses, whether you want to work in long-term care, whether you want to work in hospital, whether you want to work in community, there is a job for you at this time. It also means that it's very important for nurses or IENs coming to Canada to choose a reputable college to support their nursing education so they can best be set up for success to write and pass that nursing registration exam in Canada. So that brings us to our next slide, where we actually speak about the solution that Conestoga College has built, and that is the Enhanced Practice Program for Internationally Educated Nurses. It is a 2-year program. It's a graduate certificate for IENs across the world who hold a 4-year nursing degree. This 2-year program really sets students up for success with getting their visa to live in Canada. Our program, while it is 2 years, we run it in a condensed fashion over 16 months, so you can get to your goal of being a nurse quicker. Our program is aligned with the College of Nurses, or the CNO, professional standards and entry to practice competencies for registered nurse. This is very important because this sets students up for success with writing the National Licensure Exam, or the NCLEX. We also support students to gain knowledge and skills to practice as a nurse in the Canadian healthcare system. We do focus on seniors care because that's an ever-growing population and sector that is here in Canada as our population ages. We have state-of-the-art nursing labs and simulations. We have over 400 clinical hours in our programs. That's clinical and lab hours, and that's very important because that's a key piece from the College of Nurses of Ontario that internationally educated nurses need to become registered as a nurse in Canada. We have graduates all across the world, and in Canada specifically, anywhere from Nunavut to Nova Scotia to British Columbia. And we stay in contact with a lot of our graduates.